Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So right here, we have the equation x to the power of 3 plus x to the power of 3 equals x to the power of 6. And this is actually a really simple exponential equation. So our first step is to get all the x's on one side. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract x to the power of 6 on both sides so that it joins the other x's. So this results in us having x to the power of 3 plus x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 6 equals 0. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to factor out x to the power of 3 from this expression. So if we factor out x to the power of 3, we get x to the power of 3 times, well, x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 3 is simply 1, plus x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 3 again is 1, minus x to the power of 6 divided by x to the power of 3, that's going to be x to the power of 3, because x to the power of 6 divided by x to the power of 3 is x to the power of 6 minus 3. Remember, we're using the quotient rule of division of exponents, and we subtract exponents. So now that we have this equals 0. And this can be simplified into x to the power of 3 times 1 plus 1 is 2 minus x to the power of 3 equals 0. All right, so now we could turn this into two equations. We could turn this into x to the power of 3 equals 0 and 2 minus x to the power of 3 equals 0. All right, so now let's solve our first equation here. We have x to the power of 3 equals 0. Well, what to the power of 3 equals 0? 0. 0 is the only number to the power of 3 that equals 0. So our first solution is x equals 0. All right, so now let's solve this one. Let's add x to the power of 3 on both sides. We're going to add x to the power of 3 on both sides. So we get 2 is equal to x to the power of 3. And now if we take the cube root on both sides to cancel out this exponent, we get, I'll write this over here, the cube root of 2 is equal to, well, the cube root of x to the power of 3 is simply just x. So this is another solution to this equation. Both of these are solutions to this equation. Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have x to the power of 8 minus 121 equals 0. So what we're first going to do is we're going to add 121 on both sides to isolate x. We want to isolate x, so we're going to get rid of the negative 121 on this side. So these two cancel out because 121 minus 121 is 0, so we're left with x to the power of 8 equals 0 plus 121 is simply 121. Now what we're going to do is Recall a property of exponents. If we have a to the power of b to the power of c, this is equal to a to the power of b times c. So what we're going to do is we're going to change our x to the power of 8 here so that it is in this form, a to the power of b to the power of c. So we're actually going to change this to x to the power of 4 to the power of 2, because 4 times 2 is 8, and that's x to the power of 8. And this is equal to 121. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the square root of both sides. So now the square root of this, well, these two just simply cancel because these two are opposites. So on this side, our left side, we have x to the power of 4. And on our right side, we have positive and negative 11. Remember, it's positive and negative, not just positive. So now we have x to the power of 4 equals positive and negative 11. Now we're going to take the fourth root on both sides. So by doing that, these two would cancel out. So we are left with x equals the fourth root of positive negative 11. So this is our answer.